What's up, everybody? How you guys doing? Hey. Good evening to you. Little baby, I know we already did the countdown. I don't need you producing my show. What up, y'all? Hey, boo. What's up, Tamika? Hey, Lock Queen Z Shaw. Yana, hey. What's up? Hey, Ebs. That's right. Get some Avon. What's up, Z Shaw, from your favorite teacher? Yes. Thank you, teacher. Thank you to all those that are thanking me in the chat. I appreciate y'all much. If you have a teacher in your life, please thank them this week. Buy them some lunch. Send them some love. You know what? I got a couple of text messages today, and that made my day. It don't even have to be monetary. I got a couple of text messages from people that I was like, well, okay, well, thank you. Okay, yes, I appreciate it. So, thank you, Tamika. Mwah, thank you. Hey, Sharon, what's up? Hey, what's up, SCK? How you doing, boo? Yeah, so it's like, just send some love. Just send some love, you guys. Hey, Miss Bay Thing. Hey, what's up, Dominique? How y'all doing? How is everyone doing today? I hope everybody is all okay. Listen, I had already done the countdown, and I hit the button by accident, so I said, well, screw it. It done already started counting down again, and here come little baby. We already did the countdown. I know we already did the countdown. Anyway, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing? This not going to really be a long live. Ain't really too much going on. Ain't really too much happening. What up, Jonathan? Hey, boo. Oh, you going through, you need some anger management. Oh, listen, woosah. You got to woosah on the good foot, honey. You got to woosah on the good foot. Your daughter graduated from Winston-Salem State. Okay, go ahead. She will teach music to finance law school. All right. My little cousin is graduating from law school Friday. He's at North Carolina Central, and he's graduating on Friday. So I understand. Tell her, fight the good fight. It's gonna be some good days. It's gonna be some bad days, but fight that good fight. Hey Diamond, what's up, Diamond Pearl? And I'm so proud of him. You know, he's one of those kids where school came easy to him, right? All the way through school, honor roll. He got a full ride to college, dean's list. He got to law school, and the shit got real. And I'm sure he definitely appreciates it, because it was really a challenge. It really was a challenge. So by far, this is probably, in his mind, the most well-earned accomplishment, because the rest of school was just so easy for him. So, listen, a lot of sleepless nights, honey. We went through a lot, but he is here, and now we just need to find him a job. So if anybody know anybody, and I'm laughing, but I'm serious. If anybody out there in my network, if y'all have any leads on anybody looking for some lawyers, he don't listen. He open to move in. He is flexible. He don't have to live in the DC area. I'm sure he would love to, but he will go where there's a job. Okay. He wants to go to entertainment law, like sports entertainment law, but I think he'll go for a job. So y'all email me, like real talk. If y'all have any leads or anything that y'all think he could apply for, y'all email me the information, and I will definitely pass it on. But it's that season. It's that time of year. There are a lot of graduates going on, whether it be high school. Well, right now we got the college. This is college, usually around Mother's Day is college. I know HBCUs are usually around Mother's Day. And then, of course, in a couple of weeks, we have high school. And, he wants to go into sports entertainment. But, again, he's flexible. He is flexible. But I definitely want to give a shout out. If you are any of my educators that are in the room, definitely give y'all a shout out. And to all the graduates, okay? And for the parents, because y'all was up on them late nights too sometimes. Some of y'all was out there hustling with them, okay? So anyway, I am glad that you guys are all here. We only have a few things that we're going to get into today. I keep forgetting to do what I said I was going to do. We're going to talk a little bit. Listen, y'all know that I have not been doing a whole lot with this whole, We spoke on it once. Okay, thank you, Tamika. I will definitely listen. Whatever you can do, just like I said, just shoot me an email. I'll put my email in the chat in a second. Just shoot me an email, and like I said, I will pass on the information. Your brother's graduating next Friday, and we'll be going into sports medicine as a doctor. That's why I'm going to Vegas. All right, Vegas. Okay, Vegas. Listen, I'm here for it. I am here for it. Congrats. You went to sleep at 9 a.m. What you was up all night for? Staying up all night studying? I did watch Pose. So this is what we getting ready to do. We're going to talk a little bit about this Tiny and ShekinahJo situation. We're going to talk a little Real Housewives of Atlanta. We're going to talk a little Married to Medicine. And then we'll talk a little Pole. Oh, you was up, I said Pole. I meant Pose. But I will do Pose last just in case y'all have not seen it. So I won't do any spoilers. And y'all can leave the room before we get to Pose. Because I don't want to spoil it for nobody. Because they hit us with, listen, I'll get there when I get there, but they hit us with these back-to-back episodes on a Sunday night. Like, why are you showing us fresh episodes at 11 o'clock at night, Pose? What the? I feel like there's something going on. We'll get to that, though. We'll, because I just feel like that was just rushed and for no real reason. Because at 10 o'clock, at 9 o'clock, I got nervous because my DVR didn't pick it up. And I was like, okay, Abby. And I was like, oh, shit. Let me go and see because it's not picking up Pose. Because I was thinking in my mind, if they're going to give us double episodes, the first one's coming on at 9, right? The second one at 10. Who the hell puts on a brand new premiere of a new, like, who does that at 11 o'clock at night? On a Sunday night? Like, it ain't Friday. It ain't Saturday. Sunday night. Who the fuck does that? Anyway, we're gonna get to Pose. We're gonna get to the good, the bad, and the ugly. Okay, we're gonna get to Pose in a minute. But let's talk about this. Listen. Hold on, y'all. Because I'm trying to check something. Y'all know I can't never remember. Oh, why I can't never remember. Here it is. Okay. Y'all, I always forget my Cash App. And I'm going to put it in the chat. I want to make sure I put it right. For those of you who are members over on El Teddy's channel, if you are members on El Teddy's channel, y'all going over. He did a members only live a little while ago, and he shared some information. So you guys need to go check that out. He shared some things that has been going on that he wanted to let his members know. So if you are a member of El Teddy's channel, go check out the live he just did about maybe 30 minutes ago. It's not a long live, but there's some information in there that he wanted to share with you guys. So y'all go check it out. Okay. So listen, I may do a quick drop on this, but for right now, we're going to talk about it. I really hadn't had a whole lot to say about this T.I. Harris and Shekinah and Tiny situation after we talked about the initial situation, right? Because there have been a lot more accusers. There's been a lot more layers to it. El Teddy absolutely did a live a few weeks ago with some of the accusers and their accounts of their experience. Go check that out as well. So you guys can, there is what, El Teddy? Oh, thank you, Sharon, for the super chat. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it so much. There is what, El Teddy? What you talking about? What's up, Tabitha? Hey, babe. What? There is what? About your live? Or I was telling them to go watch your live if they were a member to go check out your live. You talking about something else? Tell me what you talking about, El Teddy. All right. So, yeah, Jada Nerd did a good one. But so y'all know y'all can always go check out my brother Jada. But the short version of the story is, oh, don't pay you no mind. Okay. I can do that. I do that well. I was gonna call you on my way home today too, but then my mama called me, and well, there was that. So, sounds like Tiny made some comments about Shekinah along the lines of she's a dizzy broad. we was never really friends anyway. We was never really that good of friends. She ain't that bright. Like some very nasty comments, some very disparaging comments. It sounded like she's like threw her under the bus a little bit. Well, a bit. And then Shekinah responded along the lines, she responded like, I really thought this was my friend. She said, when I made those comments, when all of this stuff started, the whole her going live and the comments she made, she said Tiny was sitting right there with me telling me what to say. Like I was repeating what she told me to say. And now she's throwing me under the bus. And then when I got all the backlash and everything came back on me, they made me look crazy and left me hanging. Well, let me say this, Shekinah. We knew that. We already knew that they made you look stupid and left you hanging. I mean, the fact that let's be clear. If you guys remember, let's go back in our memory a little bit. If you guys remember the stuff that Shekinah was saying on that live, if you weren't bright enough to realize that you were incriminating yourself in their bullshit and fuckery, then I guess Tiny wasn't wrong. Listen, I feel bad for Shekinah because I think she really did think that Tiny was her friend. I think she really thought that they had a genuine friendship. But you literally sat online and said this woman was recruiting people for T.I. and Tiny, and then you put yourself in the mix of the whole situation, and you said that she was sitting next to you telling you what to say. So at what point were you going to realize that they set you the fuck up? At what point were you going to realize they were putting you dead smack in the middle of an illegal, premeditated conspiracy? I didn't read what it said. It says, bless this teacher. Okay, because I didn't see what it said, but thank you so much. Thank you so much for the super chat and for the teacher appreciation gift. I appreciate it. It is much, much appreciated. Mwah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Child, let me get back to Teacher Appreciation Day in a second. We're going, Teddy and I will expand upon our teacher appreciation situation when we have our Teacher Project 2.0 conversation this week. But let me hold on, because I'm going to forget. Y'all know my brain, I'm going to forget. Let me tell y'all how teachers get the shaft when it comes to Teacher Appreciation Week, okay? So, for example, today at my school, and this happens, Teddy can attest to this, and anybody else who's a teacher or has worked in a school can attest to this. So, today, my school got us breakfast, right? Supposed to be for the teachers, teacher appreciation, right? Everybody in the building ate. The security guards, the custodians, the office staff, the administration, everybody in the building ate. So is it really about teacher appreciation just because we got the food first? But you make sure you order enough that everybody gets to eat. And then they show up like they supposed to be getting food. I'm sorry, can you let the teachers eat first before y'all come bogarting up in the line? Can I get my pancakes? Can I get my syrup and bacon? And it happens every school I have ever been at. Whenever there's a teacher appreciation, and I understand if you ordered too much and it happens to be some leftovers. No, ma'am. No. They order enough for everybody to eat. So is it really about teacher appreciation, or is it about your staff appreciation? And that is no disrespect to the security guards. There's no disrespect to the custodians. That's no disrespect to the office staff. But if this is about Teacher Appreciation Week, then we are the only ones that should be reaping the benefits. I'm sorry. When it's secretary, and I know secretary ain't the appropriate word anymore, but when it's Secretary Appreciation Week, the only people that get shit that week are the secretaries. They get flowers, they get lunch. They are the only ones that reap the benefits from Secretary Appreciation Week or day or whatever it is. Teachers don't get shit. When it's administration appreciation, principal appreciation, whatever the hell they call it, they're the only ones that reap the benefits. Teachers don't get shit. But when it's teacher appreciation, oh, we got to share with every damn body. We're supposed to have lunch tomorrow from Chick-fil-A. I promise you everybody gonna eat again. I promise you everybody gonna eat again. Hell, the security guards and the office staff even get our gifts. Like if we get a t-shirt or we get any type of like teacher appreciation swag, them motherfuckers get that too. I'm like, why are you walking around with a teacher appreciation t-shirt on? Oh, because they had extra. Okay. They had it in your size. You pick one up. Okay. I'm sorry. That was my 2-second rant. El Teddy and I will expand upon it late when we get into the Teacher Project 2.0. It just made me think about it. I don't know what made me think about it. Somebody said something that made me think about it, child. Somebody made me think about it. Anyway, moving on. Moving on. Okay. I'm back. I went left for a second. I'm back. Let's get back to ShekinahJo and Tiny. Okay. So listen, no, real talk though, seriously. She talked about, when she got fired from the show and how much that hurt her when they fired her from the show. Because she said that allegedly Tiny, now, when she originally got fired from the show, Shekinah said T.I. got her fired from the show because she was talking trash, because around the time that Shekinah got fired was around the time that T.I. and Tiny were going through one of their mini breakups, right? And allegedly at the time, Shekinah said that T.I. got her fired from the show because he didn't appreciate the fact that she basically was, talking shit about T.I. And T.I. was like, well, you're not going to be on my show talking shit about me. Like, that's not going to happen. Now, in the little snippet that I heard, and I'm not going to play it on here, but the little snippet that I heard, Shekinah said that she got fired from the show because Tiny said she heard in the streets that Shekinah was saying she made the show and that, she basically, if it wasn't for her, the show wouldn't be shit type of thing. Now, I'm going to say this. If y'all remember the first, the first Family Hustle, before Tip got in all that trouble and they had to basically, go out on hiatus or whatever. Oh, thank you, Tabitha. Thank you so much, Tabitha. I appreciate you. She said you're right. Teachers should only be the ones reaping the rewards of teacher appreciation. Thank you so much, Tabitha. Mwah. It is so much appreciated, y'all. Y'all loving on me today. Oh. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Shekinah kind of was the star of the show, if you really want to know the truth of the matter. Even if it was you're laughing at her, not with her, but she kind of stole every scene. And then remember when they had their own little show where they were going cross country. They kind of had their own like Paris and Nicole thing going on, Nicole Richie thing going on. Shekinah really did sort of steal the show because she was so ghetto and so hood, and she really did steal the show. But whether she was running around town saying it or not, I don't know. She may have got a little bit of a big head. She let people get in her head. She may very well have said it. But she also talked about the fact that she was saying listen, I knew who the stars of the show were. They were the stars of the show. Like, they were the rappers. They were the, they were the stars of the show. She said, but I was the lowest paid person on the show, and I was grateful for the opportunity. But when I felt like I deserved a raise, I went to Viacom and asked for a raise. She said, me going to Viacom asking for a raise ain't had nothing to do with them. I wasn't asking for money out of their pocket. They weren't employing me. Viacom was employing me. So I went to Viacom to ask for a raise. Now, Shekinah was kind of all over the place when she was talking. And I'm sure a lot of it had to do with the fact that she was just hurt. But she was kind of all over the place. So I was trying to make the connection, like, well, did you get fired because you asked for a raise, or did you get fired because you, like, what was it? She also talked about the fact that, basically Tiny, she said, people started saying that Tiny bought, when she remember, I don't know if y'all remember when Shekinah bought that house, and they would say, oh, Tiny bought that house for her. She was like, you let people think that you was buying me houses and cars and stuff. She said, you didn't buy me none of that. I worked for that. Like, you gave me the opportunity to make the money that I was making to be able to afford that stuff, but you did not physically write a check and buy anything for me. But you let people think that you was out here taking care of me. She was saying how basically she was her flunky and she knew it. She said, when we would travel, I was the one carrying all her luggage through the airport, and I was the one, running bags back and forth across town and picking up stuff from the stylist. She was like, I did that, and I knew that you was basically treating me like your assistant, but I thought we were friends, and I was doing it out of my love for you. I'm gonna say this, she sort of put Tiny out there, but I don't think she said anything that we would, one, be shocked by, and two, maybe not necessarily feel bad for her. I didn't listen to that and feel bad for her. I felt bad because I think that she really is just coming to the realization that Tiny ain't her friend. So from that aspect, I feel bad for her. But I don't feel bad for her because my thing is, I refuse to believe, how do I say this? If you believe that they're guilty, let me preface by saying that. If you believe that they're guilty, then I refuse to believe that you didn't know what was going on. Have some whiff of it, some inkling of it. You enjoyed the lifestyle. You enjoyed the parties. You enjoyed the traveling. You enjoyed the access. You just did. You did. You did. See, I don't think Candy is shady and phony. I know you don't like Candy, Jonathan, and that's fine, but I don't think Candy, I'm not saying that I think Candy is a perfect person, because I don't. But I wouldn't put Candy and Tiny on the same level. I just wouldn't. And I'm gonna tell you why I wouldn't put Candy and Tiny on the same level. Just using this basic example. Everybody that's friends with Candy benefits in a way that's a long-term situation. Don Juan has producer credits under his belt now. He owns things under his name now. He is a business partner to Candy in some of her business ventures. Carmen went and got her insurance license, and Candy uses her to insure her businesses and insure her all her different buildings and stuff like that. I personally feel like if you friends with Candy, you're gonna walk away with a more long-term financial benefit than being friends with Tiny. I feel like you're gonna walk away friends with Tiny with a couple of Gucci bags. I feel like you're gonna walk away with business with Candy with some businesses under your belt. You're gonna walk away Tiny with some Gucci bags. To me, that's not the same. That ain't on the same level. Your friends are closely associated with Candy. She's going to get you a bag. Dineva said he'll never spray her because he showed him where the money resides. Yeah, and exactly. And Dineva did say that. Dineva said that Candy has put money in his pocket, and he in ways that people would never know. But he said that Candy looks out. Well, just like today, where's O Street's not in here. O Street got me watching this. Candy speak on it. They have Marlo in there today, and when Marlo and if y'all remember on Real Housewives of Atlanta, when Marlo and Nene fell out the first time, not this last time, but when they fell out the first time, when they got into that big fight at the like charity baseball game or relay race or whatever that situation was a few years ago, Marlo wasn't filming with them because her connection to the show was Nene. And Nene, of course, Nene said, I don't want Marlo there, and Marlo wasn't going to be there. So Marlo didn't film for like almost 2 seasons with them because of her falling out with Nene. And of course, when her and Nene became friends again, then it was all good. Well, Candy was creating a reality show where Marlo was going to be one of the stars of the show. She was basically trying to put money in Marlo's pocket, but it wasn't going to be on the Bravo. It wasn't going to be Bravo. Y'all remember that a few years ago where Candy was doing her own show and it was going to be over to the We Network, and Bravo sort of put the kibosh on it because they didn't want Candy competing with them. Y'all remember that? I think that was with Jocelyn. That originally was supposed to be Jocelyn, Marlo, and it was going to be a few other people. And Candy was talking about that on the thing. It had gotten greenlit and everything, and then some things fell out. But but yeah, Candy gonna make sure you get paid. Now she gonna get hers. It ain't for free, but Candy gonna make sure you eat. And how Candy brought her friends up, Tiny should have been bringing Shekinah up. Exactly. Now she probably paying her people less than what they would make somewhere else. She might. I don't think so. I think Candy take care of her people. They're not staying there because they not. I think they're making money. I think they're, if nothing else, I think it's comparable. To what they would make anywhere else. I damn sure don't think she lowballing them. She might not be, showering money on them, but I don't think she lowballing them. Yeah, so I don't know. So that's kind of what went down. I heard y'all can, if y'all Google ShekinahJo, you can hear the audio. I think she was live on Bigo. Was it Bigo? That other app. I think that's where she was live, but don't quote me because I don't know that for certain. But she was somewhere. Now I feel like Shekinah might be ready to maybe talk a little talk, but I feel like before she go out here and start making the rounds to all the bloggers and vloggers who want to hear her story, I think what she needs to do, she needs to get a lawyer. Because her name is still caught up in this bull hockey. I think she need a lawyer before she says anything, because she clearly don't know what to say and what not to say. She clearly don't know what is going to incriminate her and what is not going to incriminate her. So she really needs a lawyer before she starts going out here telling stories. That's my opinion. That is my opinion, that she needs a lawyer before she start going out here telling business. But I think she's ready to talk. She has a lawyer. Okay, thank you, baby girl. She does. She has a lawyer. Okay, because I do think she's ready to talk. I think she's ready to say what she needs to say. Candy's people are loyal because she takes. Yeah, I believe she does. She can hire my friend. You mean my little cousin? She should have done that a while ago. Well, she definitely should have. She should have done that for her ass went on that live trying to cape for T.I. and Tiny, incriminating herself. That's what she should have done. Calling herself caping for them. And they done set her ass up. They do, and that's the other thing too. I don't believe now. Do I think that Shekinah was all up in the mix? Maybe not. But I think she know more than what she's saying. I don't believe she doesn't know anything. I don't believe that. Jonathan, don't do that. Listen, Jonathan, listen. I don't know why Jonathan hates Candy so much, but anyway, child, Jonathan, I'm gonna need you to calm down, sir. I'm gonna really need you to calm down. She said she's not gonna speak on them because she had to pay for it herself. Then she started talking again, so she keep digging herself in the hole. She can't shut up. Yeah, baby girl, and that's what I'm saying. Because even I feel like even what she said, probably she shouldn't have said. As far as, you know, the fact that Tiny was sitting right there next to her and Tiny told her what to say and she was trying to help them out. Like, even that, you just don't know what. And the fact that this is still a pending case and there's so many different layers at this point. There's so many different accusers. It has crossed state lines. We got kidnapping. Like, it is a lot. It's a lot. And your best bet, ma'am, is to go somewhere and shut up. Zip. Zip. Honey, be quiet. Child. Hey, what's up, KFS? Hey, everybody. Hey. So, this messy situation, because they both know. I read that already. She not. It's Tabitha. She's not. And I don't even mean that to be funny. Like, I really think that I really think her cognitive ability is lacking. Like, I'm not even being funny. I really think that her cognitive ability is lacking. I really think that. And I ain't even trying to be funny. I really think her cognitive ability is just not. Because some stuff, I just feel like people shouldn't have to tell you. But anyway, I'll keep y'all posted if there's any updates, honey. But I think, I don't know. We'll see, child. We'll see. Last night, we had the second part of the Real Housewives of Atlanta reunion. Listen. Bravo is going to find, you know how they always say you can't get blood from a stone or blood from a turnip? Bravo is going to fucking find that blood. There is no good reason why a season as lackluster as this season has been, that they should be having a 3-part reunion. Quiet as it's kept, none of these shows need a 3-part reunion. Okay? None of them. Dallas don't need no 3-part reunion. I watched the Real Housewives of Dallas. I watched the Real Housewives of New Jersey. And as much as I am loving New Jersey, okay, they done got me on New Jersey. Let's be clear, New Jersey don't need no 3-part series. They just don't. So last night, there was absolutely nothing earth-shattering about last night's episode other than the fact that we see that Drew is a damn liar. Drew just sat there and lied. First of all, you'd have told that lie about you weren't snitching on Kenya when you told the ladies about the jet. You were just holding Kenya accountable. First of all, we already had that conversation when you did it in the episode, so there's no need for me to necessarily replay it here because we already talked about it. But at the end of the day, when you sat up there and said that you ain't kissed LaToya and everybody said you did, everybody said you. See, everybody ain't lying on you. Candy said it. Portia said it. And Portia was your ride or die. You and Portia was ride or dying together the whole episode. And even Portia said it happened. Ma'am. Girl, you kissed her and it's okay. And then you went on to say, well, I've kissed girls before, so that's not the problem. Well, then just admit you kissed. Listen. If Portia can admit that the girl was in her cootie cat, hold Kenya accountable. Oh, girl. Oh, because Kenya was lying to the ladies. Well, first of all, because Drew is a liar. There was nothing to hold Kenya accountable for. Okay, so Kenya / production got a private jet to basically stir up the nest and cause some drama. And you know what? Kenya used you and you fell right into her plot. She told you, girl, don't tell the rest of the ladies that I'm taking a private jet, okay? I want to tell them myself, okay? Girl, you fell right into Kenya / production's hands when you said it, which created some drama that lasted for a minute. Like, do you not see that you were being used in that moment? They told you because they knew your ass was going to tell it. If Kenya really didn't want nobody to know that she was taking a private jet down, Kenya wouldn't have told nobody she was taking a private jet down. Because Kenya knew that wouldn't nobody find out until either they were already in South Carolina or until the show aired. But if she didn't want them to know beforehand and didn't want to stir no shit up, she don't even know you, Drew. She doesn't even know you. Why would she tell you? Why would she trust you of all people? She don't know you. And then the other person she invited was Toya, the other newbie. She bypassed Cynthia, who's her ace. She bypassed Candy, who's her ace. And everybody know Candy can keep a damn secret. She bypassed both of them. And she went to the two newbies. She invited LaToya to ride on the private jet. And then she told you. You ain't see that set up? What's up? Welcome back, Abby. Hey, Watermelon Sugar. Welcome to the stage. I was just like, girl. So listen, Drew, whatever. They talked about Cynthia's super spreader wedding. Now, we did get a little bit of tea. Mike's daughter didn't come to the wedding, honey. She was supposed to, his two daughters were supposed to walk him down the aisle, but his one daughter didn't show up at the last minute. And they didn't say it was because of COVID. They didn't say that she was scared of catching COVID. They didn't say that she might have been exposed to COVID. They just said, well, I don't know why she didn't come. You know why her ass ain't come. You ain't telling us, but you know. She's trying to reenact Phaedra's person. Well, we see what happened with Phaedra. I'm just saying. Candy can't keep a secret. Well. So I'm like, now that was a little bit of tea. That was a little tea. It wasn't that big. I mean, it wasn't that serious, but I didn't realize it. You know, I didn't know. I don't know if any of y'all knew. It might have been in the blogs or something, but I didn't know anything about it until last night when Andy brought it up. So that's interesting. Now, is it a situation where the daughter was worried about being at a super spreader event? Was it a situation where the daughter was worried about maybe her and Cynthia are no longer getting along? I mean, what's the tea? Okay, let us know, girl. Cynthia daddy mad at her because he said every time you bring my name up, everybody want to talk about how I beat my wife. I wish you would just keep my name out your mouth. And so she agreed not to talk about her daddy no more because she don't want no problems. And I can understand where he coming from. I mean, I don't know whether he really put his hands on Kenya mama or not. I mean, on Cynthia mama or not. But if it's something that is in his past and he's not that person anymore, I can certainly understand why he don't want that to always come up every time his name come up. Like, I can definitely understand that, child. Hey, LL. Hey, Tracy. Is that what it was? The daughter who was hurt? Maybe it was that the daughter that didn't come? The one that they had that unnecessary conversation in front of? Hell, if I was her, I might not have come either because that was a mess. That was a lie. I think the daughter still had issues with Mike after the comments he made last season. Probably doesn't want to be on the show anymore. Yeah, Bap, I could see that. Because that was a lot. That conversation was way too much. Unnecessary. Yeah, that was a lot. That was a lot. That I don't know if it's the same daughter or not, but if it is the same daughter, that might have something to do with it. That should be the question, KFS. But let's be clear. Bravo told her that they weren't going to film the. I think before COVID, I think the plan was that she was going to get the same treatment that everybody else gets when it comes to their weddings. But with COVID, you know, Bravo didn't even film her wedding. She had her own videographer and she sent that footage to Bravo and they put it in the episode. But Bravo was like, yeah, we're not sending our people into that. We're not doing it. We're not sending our people into that. And then when Andy asked the ladies who would have still had their wedding under those conditions, why ain't nobody say nothing? But here go my thing. Y'all all, for the exception of Candy. Candy said that she probably would have still done it. If she had fixed her mind on a date, she probably would have still done it. But my thing is, y'all don't get no kudos because y'all said, oh, I wouldn't go. Because y'all asked me to the wedding. So y'all don't get no kudos or trying to make Cynthia look bad for still having her wedding because y'all asses went. Kenya, you was a bridesmaid and was proud of it. So y'all don't get no kudos. All y'all asses was sitting up at the wedding. Well, if you was invited. All y'all asses was sitting up at that damn wedding. So you was Cynthia might have been wrong for having a super spreader event, but shit, y'all is all grown and y'all took y'all happy asses up to the super spreader event and sat your happy asses down in the front row. Thank goodness it's horrible season over. Bravo have a lot of pink slips they need to hand out if they want to show to survive. Get rid of the dead weight. Child, don't nobody in Atlanta care about COVID, child. They really don't. No, little baby, it wasn't just the fans. It wasn't just the fans. Bravo said that they wasn't sending their crew into that. It wasn't just the fans. The fans had, people said something about it, but Bravo had already told her they weren't going to film it. Right, and then she gonna say, as far as she knew, nobody got sick. Girl, you don't know if people got sick or not. The thing is, with contact tracing and stuff like that, they may not be able to pinpoint that they caught it at your wedding, but they know they got sick. Yeah, Tabitha, you care, but listen, them people down in Atlanta been acting like ain't nothing happened. They've been partying like it's 1999 down there, child. The clubs and people, all kinds of stuff, child. But I know you have. I know, listen, Tabitha ain't been playing. I know you have. And why Drew bring up Step Up like she wasn't an extra in the 26? I don't even know. I don't listen. All I know about Drew is that she broke up Derwin. She slept with Derwin. That's all I know. I don't know nothing else about Drew. I don't know nothing about Drew. The only other thing that I remember last night on the reunion that was worth mentioning, and it still ain't really worth mentioning, is Marlo making it known. What's up, official King Payne? What's up? When you coming to talk to us? When you coming to the Justice League and sit down and talk to us about chasing LA? I was gonna say Atlanta, Lord. Chasing LA. Yeah, that's official King Payne and dropped in the room to show us some love. Hey, boo. Bravo didn't want their name attached to us. Right. Bravo pulled out of that. Bravo pulled out of that. Bravo pulled out of that. Sparkle, I'm sorry. I was in the A. Okay. What's up, Xavier? Hey, boo. So the only other thing was that Marlo, like I said, Marlo was letting it be known that Portia dipped it low and spread it wide for Bolo. But at this point, is it anybody that doesn't think Portia slept with Bolo? Like, who is still holding on to that? Who was still holding on to that? It didn't happen. You haven't received any requests? Okay. I will give you an official request. You haven't gotten an official one from me. You are absolutely correct. You will receive one, sir. You will receive an official request from me. Give me 24 hours. You will receive an official request. But you are absolutely correct. You had. See, Golden, I know I didn't care then. I don't care. Listen. If Bolo wasn't giving it to me, I damn sure don't care who he was giving it to. Okay? And even if Portia was still with Dennis, I wouldn't care. Because as far as I was concerned, Dennis owed her one. He cheated on her. So as far as I'm concerned, she was due that. So even if they were still together, I still wouldn't care. Ciao. Okay. Official King Payne. Ciao. What the hell? You better exactly congratulate and keep moving. Y'all, I just don't understand. Anyway, we done had that conversation to death. We done had that. Look who come falling out the damn bushes when we start talking about pee. Look who come falling out the bushes. Okay, Cams. Child. Sharon, you don't think she did it? Child. Okay. I just want Truly Original gone from producing the show and bring over whomever is doing Real Housewives of New Jersey. They're having fun over there, and we're not harping on the same thing. That is true. Listen, the Real Housewives of New Jersey, they jump from bloop to bloop to bloop. By the time you get to the end of the episode, you done talked about 3-4 different things. That now I will say that is the one thing. Exactly, King. Listen, that's the hall pass. Bolo got to be a hall pass. Bolo just got to be a hall pass. Okay, like everybody got a hall pass in their relationships. You got that one person that if you for whatever reason find yourself in the same room with that person and it go down, then it just go down. That's just your hall pass. Okay, Bolo got to be. Listen. Bolo is the hall pass. Okay. Only because she has no reason to deny it. She does have a reason to deny it. She doesn't have a personal reason to deny it, but she does have a professional reason to deny it. And so does Bolo. Let's be clear. We know what goes down. Like he ain't the first scripper to sleep with the people at a party, but that's just not something that he would be needs to be advertising. And professionally speaking, at the end of the day, she was at work. At the end of the day, she was at work. She does have reason to deny it, but not because of anything dealing with what them people with Dennis or nothing like that. Oh Lord, not the peeing professor. You know what? That's right. He might not be on the list, but he damn sure is a wild card. You ain't lying about that. He might not be on the list, but he is damn sure a wild card, child. You ain't lying. You ain't lying. Everyone on Portia about not being a friend of people, but is getting dragged for trying to be one to Tanya. The only reason she won't say it is to protect Tanya. She pretty much said she did. And that could be it too, baby girl, because remember, Tanya was in that room too. Tanya dumbass put herself in that room. I don't know why Tanya put herself in that room, but she put herself in that daggone room. And you're right. Now, you know what? I'm going to give you that. You are absolutely correct. That might be what she's doing. She's not protecting Bolo. Well, I don't think she's necessarily protecting Bolo. Yeah, I don't think she's necessarily protecting him. I'm just saying that there would be a reason not to necessarily say it happened. I don't think she's protecting him. I don't think it's that deep between them, but I'm just saying. But the Tanya one is a good one. That's a good one. No, you didn't. Sharon said, hell, I brought one home and told everybody. Because I told y'all about my girlfriend's bachelorette party, what had happened down to the bachelorette. Did I tell y'all about what had happened down to the bachelorette party for one of my good friends? Child, we done hide the bachelor. We done hide the scripper. You know, we in there having ourselves a good time, having our drinks, yada, 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 Buddha, getting it in. The scripper come out, child, come to find out, his girlfriend was with us. And they was having problems. And he saw her. And she knew he was a scripper. She didn't know he was scripping at that party. And child, it turned into a whole episode of The Young and the Restless. I said, can we get back to the scripting? If he not gonna script, can he call one of his friends? Can he get a ringer in here? Like, he really stopped and was just like, oh my gosh. He went in the room and started crying. I said, is the scripper crying? It turned into a whole situation, y'all. It turned into a whole. I gotta tell y'all that story. I gotta do a whole separate story time on that one. That was a whole situation. I said, SKC said that she put herself in that room because nothing happened, and she left because she was upset that Portia didn't tell that nothing happened. Okay, I think something happened, but I hear you. Ain't no crying at the paint. Okay, I was like, is he? Because when he stopped, we were like, and then the girlfriend reacted. I said, child, he started crying because they had like just broken up like a couple of weeks before that. Child, it was a mess. It was a lie. I had to tell y'all that story. But they had just broken up, and so that was like his first time seeing her, and it was a lie. And then one of my other friends there who thinks she Dr. Phil trying to put them back together and talk it through. I was like, I know we better get back to this party soon. It should have been an omen because the damn marriage ain't last either. That should have been an omen that something was off. Okay? Ow. Ow. I said that should have just been an omen. We should have known. Something was wrong. Child, Dr. Phil was all up in the story. Listen, I had to tell y'all that. All right, I ain't doing it today. I had to give y'all that as a story time, though, because that story was a mess. I thought I told y'all that story before. Anyway, so that was it. Again, I personally feel like it went down in the room with the Bolo. I see some of y'all don't feel that way, and that's fine. But I feel like it went down in the DMs with the Bolo situation. And Marlo wants it to be known that she knows it happened and that she got the scoop the next day. And now that her and Portia ain't friends anymore, I feel like Marlo is going to keep skirting around because she keeps saying, I'm not going to tell the tea. I'm not going to tell the tea. I'm not going to tell the tea. But you keep skirting around it. You keep skirting around it. So my thing is, if you're going to tell it, tell it. If you're not going to tell it, don't tell it. But don't be teasing that you're going to tell it because people can read between the lines and find out anyway. So either you're going to tell the story or you're not. I mean, if you just let it go. You know, y'all know how I feel about people who do that. You friends and now y'all not friends no more. Now you want to tell all the business. How long were they married? Like 4 years, child. They weren't married that long, child. They was married like 4 years, honey. It ain't last long. It ain't last long. So, Married to Medicine. It wasn't a whole lot with the Married to Medicine situation. We had a little crossover situation where we had to sit through Giselle and Robin having dinner with the ladies and Contessa telling everybody her marital business. Listen, that scene was so produced and so forced that it was clear that the whole purpose of that dinner was for them to talk about Contessa's marital issues for later on in the season when we find out that Contessa and Scott are having marital issues, because it just seems so out of left field. Listen, I'm a woman and I go out and I hang out with women all the time. Okay, that is what women do. We go to lunch, we go to brunch, we go to dinner, we go for cocktails. But if I'm around a group of women that I don't know, I don't sit around a group of women I don't know and tell them all my business. Contessa, you don't know half these women at the table. You don't know Carrie. You don't know Lisa Nicole. You don't know Giselle. You don't know Robin. You know of them. You might have seen them on TV. You may have even been in rooms with them before. But you don't know these women. Why are you sitting at this dinner table telling these women all your business? It just seems so forced. And let me ask a question. Explain to me how Giselle couldn't get past the holy whore to film with her most of the season. We saw him once when she was taking him to the airport, and we saw him when she went to Atlanta to open up the restaurant. The whole season. But we got past the holy whore down to the Married to Medicine. Say what? I said, what in the hell? I said, so we got to sit here and listen to and look at past the holy whore. This is what we got to do. Child. Toya getting all up in Anila's financial business. Toya, pot meat kettle. Listen. She was in Atlanta with him and not him coming to Maryland. Huh? What you mean? What you mean? SCK? Right. He want to be on TV, just not as Giselle's man. Okay. Anila, Quad, and Heavenly are live now. Oh, Lord. Well. Right. The whole scene with Toya trying to talk to Anila about money and telling her what she can and can't afford and what she should cut back on. Ma'am, did you just tell that woman to cut back on her nanny when you literally could not get to school fast enough to drop your kids off because you were sick of having to take care of your kids all day? Ma'am, what? Ma'am, what? Have you and Eugene not literally just sold another house? Allegedly because of money issues? Allegedly. Your dream house that you only been in for 2 years? Allegedly. I said. And then why she gonna turn around and shade Anila right after she defended her against Heavenly? Heavenly said that she didn't know people made money off of blogging. Remember when Heavenly tried to shade Anila? Why too you gonna turn around? How much money you really make off of blogging? Ma'am? For real? That's what we doing? Now, Anila, you were wrong for not paying the makeup artist, though. You was wrong for acting like you wasn't gonna pay them people. Now that you was wrong for. That's what you was wrong for that. Now you was wrong. But still, Toya, you don't get to just be, Toya, you was wrong for that. Toya, you are the wrong, listen, there are so many other people on that show that could talk to Anila about money and it not be a problem. You are the last one. The last one. I mean, hell, even Quad walked away from a divorce, moved into an apartment with an elevator in it. I mean, people can say what they want to say, but Quad apartment got an elevator in it. She got a 3-4 story apartment. Okay. In a gated community. Okay. Well, what Heavenly was saying was she was being shady, let's be clear. But for Heavenly, Heavenly doesn't use this as her main source of income. Hell, Oliver had to show Heavenly how to monetize and make money off of this thing. She ain't know all the ins and outs of YouTube like that. But she was definitely being shady, though. Heavenly was definitely being shady. But all I'm saying is, we know Heavenly's shady as shit. Like, that's just what Heavenly's a bully. That's what she does. Heavenly is a bully. But then you turn around and shaded her for the same thing, child. Yeah, Quad. Y'all didn't see Quad with that elevator? When last season when she was filming and somebody came to visit her and they were like, you want to take the elevator or the stairs? Y'all remember that? Yeah, honey, she got an elevator in her apartment. Child, listen. All I know is this the 3rd or 4th time they done brought up money issues with Anila. Y'all know how these reality shows be setting people up. So I feel like they know something that we don't know. We're going to get a headline in about 3 months about her and her husband having tax problems, her on the IRS or something. Y'all know how they know what's coming before we know what's coming. And I feel like they setting us up. Quad just bought a house. Oh, okay, so she moved out the apartment with the elevator. She got a house now. Go ahead, Quad. I ain't no Quad hater. I don't always like what Quad say, but I ain't no Quad hater. I am here for the come up. Okay. I'm not a Quad hater, child. You scared of elevators? I ain't scared of elevators. I'm fine with elevators. Now, I'm scared of rickety elevators. Now, I done seen some elevators that I was like, no, I'm not getting on that. But I'm not scared of elevators as a whole. But I have seen some elevators that I don't feel safe getting on. Now, I will say that. Mm-hmm. They're overspending on that fresh house, maybe some trouble or on the market soon. It might be. Well, remember her husband told her, he said, listen, I literally had to close my practice for 3 months. And what I do is elective surgery. So even once he opened his practice back up, what he does was not a priority. So he was closed during COVID. And even when he opened back up, that was elective surgery. Hell, in the thick of COVID, people who needed heart surgery was considered elective because they didn't have anywhere to put the patients. You know what I'm saying? So you're doing literally plastic surgery that he does plastic surgery on the eyes. So some of that stuff might be people who really need it for different things. But if it's elective surgery, like they took a hit. They took a big hit. I agree with that, Bat. I don't think Nyla's husband will let them. I don't think he will allow it. Yeah, I definitely don't think he'll allow it. After divorcing her husband, she's living her best mean life. Child. All right, real quick, let's talk a little bit about polls now. Episode 1, my review for episode 1 will be loaded when I get off of here because it's already recorded and everything. I just got to upload it. I really meant to upload it before I went live, but I got caught up on a phone call, so I didn't do it. But that's recorded. I've watched episode 2, and so I will record that and upload that tonight. Listen, couple of things I want to say. Polls. If you didn't watch polls, I'm gonna try not to give y'all no spoilers, but I might. So if you want to leave, that's fine. I understand. Listen, y'all was giving me way too much on a Sunday afternoon, okay? On a Sunday evening. Y'all had me laughing. Y'all had me crying. Y'all had me mad. Y'all had me sad. Y'all had me glad. You had me dancing. Listen, y'all had me doing a whole lot last night and today post because I ain't finished watching episode 2 until today. But y'all had me doing a whole lot. The emotional roller coaster that y'all put me on from day one, I'm mad about that. Okay, post. Ain't nobody ask you to be having me crying. I feel like y'all gonna have me crying every week. And ain't nobody ask y'all to do all of that. Okay? Ain't nobody ask y'all to do all of that. Had me over here boo-hoo crying and shit on the first episode. Nobody asked y'all for that pose. Okay? I mean, we might have asked for it because we was waiting for it to come back. But you ain't have to give it to me that hard on the first episode. You didn't have to slap me in the face that hard on the first episode. You didn't have to do it. Okay? You didn't have to do all that. You know what I'm saying? You had people dying. Sorry. You had people dying. People was on crack. People were, I mean, what the hell? You said, I'm sorry, really, B. You cried? Listen. Well, y'all think you think I'm just a cold-hearted snake? I can cry. Child. Well, it is the 90s, and a lot of people were on crack in the 90s. I mean, listen, they trying to be real to what we dealing with, okay? But you got the people on the crack, okay? You got the alcoholics. It was a lot. The one thing I will say, though, is Blanca done found love, and I'm happy for it now. I don't know if it's going to last the whole 8 episodes of this season, but Blanca done found love, honey. Now, that's a good thing. But really what they're showing us, you know, we're in 1994 now, I believe. And so they're showing us, you know, the 1994 New York where Giuliani was cracking down on sex trafficking and porn and Times Square. He was cleaning up Times Square and all of that. And so we're seeing that go on. We're definitely seeing the switch in the ballroom for people who follow ballroom. We're seeing where money became a part, and when money, just like anything else, once you bring money into a situation, it changes things for some people. For people like Blanca, who has this, you know, rainbows and roses outlook on life, it doesn't change it for her. But for a lot of other people who are driven by money, it does change it. And to be fair, some of these people needed the money. Like, we know that the ballroom was built off of people who, a lot of people who were thrown away and looking for a place to be. And so there were some people who just needed the money. You know what, Alika, I like the OJ stuff. And I'm going to tell you why I like the OJ stuff. So they are paralleling this episode with what was going on with the OJ situation. If for those of, and I don't know your age, Alika, so I'm not saying you didn't live through it. But for us who lived through it, like that is absolutely do you remember when moment. Do you remember where you were when they cut into the NBA finals to show us OJ Simpson and that damn white Bronco flying down the highway? And people were literally standing on the overpass with signs and shit cheering him on. Like, you literally remembered that. And so I'm cool with the parallel, because it definitely gives you, hey Queen Diva, it definitely gives you that parallel along with where we are with what's going on. I'm here for it. They do that in TV a lot to give people like a timepiece for it. The other thing that I like is that conversation that Pray Tell, Ricky, and Blanca had when they were first watching it. That conversation took place in every Black living room in America, because OJ Simpson had been seen as, oh, well, he's whitewashed. Even before the whole thing with his wife, Black America saw OJ Simpson as, oh, you're whitewashed. You don't understand. You're not one of us anymore. You didn't went Hollywood. OJ Simpson made it's like some of them comments that Kamala Harris and Tim Scott made last week about, oh, well, America's not racist. If you just work really hard, yada, yada, yada. And I don't see color, yada, yada. He was one of those people that had made those types of conversations, those types of statements, right? And so when we saw that situation a lot, that's why, for real, a lot of people, they didn't really have no whole lot of sympathy for OJ. Because they didn't see OJ as one of us. You know what I'm saying? And so that whole conversation about that Pray Tell, Blanca, and Ricky had about OJ Simpson and being whitewashed and how he gonna get away with it because he's, white America sees him as one of them and all of that. That was a valid conversation that we all had. And so I was here for it. I was here for it because, like I said, it was a major part of our lives. Like, that was back when there used to be the Court TV channel. It was a cable channel, Court TV, and they would that's all they did was show court cases. And it came on that trial took what was it, like a year? Every fucking day the trial was on TV. Every day. And that was before we got like sort of desensitized to all of it. Because we're sort of desensitized to all of that now. Because we see it so much now. But that was before we got, right, that's when Star Jones became a celebrity. Because she was on Court TV and she was one of the commentators. And that's how she ended up on The View. Because she ended up with her own show on Court TV called The Star Report, I think it was. And then The View picked her up. Yeah. The O.J. Simpson trial made a lot of people household names. Nobody knew who Johnny Cochran was. I mean, if you were in the law community, you knew. But he wasn't a household name. Johnny Cochran wasn't a household name. Robert Shapiro. The Kardashian, Robert Kardashian. All these people became household names. Darden. And of the prosecutor. Exactly. That's where your boy oh shoot, what's his name? On Fox TV. The idiot, well, that don't really clear it up. Thank you, Marsha Clark. The idiot on Fox TV, what's his name? Oh shoot. He's got his own show on Fox TV. He got his big break during the OJ Simpson trial. Oh damn, what's his name? I can see his face right now, but I can't think of his name. Yeah. Star Jones was on Court TV. She was a legal pundit on Court TV. Yeah. Yep. I mean, I'm serious. If y'all don't remember, like if you're not old enough to remember, like the O.J. Simpson trial polarized this country. It absolutely polarized this country, and it created a them versus us. It's not Geraldo. It's not who I'm thinking about. Oh gosh, what is his name? Dang, now I'm not gonna remember his name. Oh God, I'm not gonna remember his name. Yeah, it and honestly, what people need to understand about the O.J. Simpson trial is it wasn't about and I'm gonna speak for a lot of black people, not all black people, okay? For a lot of black people, it wasn't even about O.J. Simpson being innocent or guilty, because most people believed he was guilty. Let's be clear. It was about O.J. Simpson winning in their system. For the first time, Black America on such a large scale saw the courts work for us. Whether they thought he was guilty or not, they were like, and white America got so angry. And it was like, but wait a minute. All he did was the same thing that y'all do. He had the money to get the best defense, talk to the newspapers and spin the story. And he did what y'all do every fucking day. Now, is he guilty? But that's what it was for us. And again, I'm not speaking for every single Black American, okay? But I'm going to say for a lot of us, it wasn't about guilt or innocence. It was, oh, wait a minute. We are going to win at their game. And when they said not guilty, that's what it was about. It was never about whether that man was guilty. It was about us winning at their game. This black man, whether you believe he was guilty or not, this black man got away with killing 2 white people. And it was because he had the money. Let's be clear. It's because he could pay for everything that they got. And I mean, you know, they made some mistakes on their end as well. Who was that racist cop that they got on tape and all that stuff, you know? Right. It was the first time I saw white America react totally different. Our reaction. Exactly. They claim jury nullification, child. What was that racist cop? I don't even remember his name anymore. The racist cop that they here it is right here. What's his name? Sean Hannity. It was going to irritate me until I remembered. Sean Hannity. Sean Hannity got his big break because of the OJ trial. He was the only person in the office one day. And at the time, he was working for like a small local like station. And he was the only one there. And the boss was like, okay, you. And he became the correspondent for the OJ trial because he was the only one there. It was like his first like real job. Mark Furman. That's it. Mark Furman. Yep. Mark Furman. Thank y'all. So, I mean, again, I can't speak for every single Black American, but that's what it was about for a lot of Black Americans. Again, it was never about O.J. Simpson being innocent or guilty. The fuck? But it was like, wow, he got away with it. What? He got away with it. Yep. So I'm going to get out of here, y'all. The world. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm looking for something. Thank you. I didn't have my phone. I don't have my phone on. Thank you. I don't call people's government names, but thank y'all for the cash apps. Oh, thank y'all so much for teacher appreciation. The one person name on here I do know is Reese's Pieces, because I know your government name. Thank you, Reese's Pieces. And for the other two, thank you so much. I don't call people government name, but thank y'all so much. I appreciate it. Oh, thank you so much. It is appreciated. It is appreciated. You said after the trial, the goldfish wrote a book, child. Yeah, Geraldo did some stuff during the OJ trial, but I think he already had a show and stuff, didn't he? Because Geraldo had a show way back in the 80s. He was part of that big talk show wave with the Sally Jesse Raphaels and all of that. Anyway, let me get ready to get off of here. Child, yeah, Faye Resnick still trying to say, child, anyway. Like, again, whole lot of people became household names because of the OJ trial. But I want to thank everybody. Please make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. Please make sure that check out my Avon link. Get your skin so soft. Get your Mother's Day gifts today. It's probably the last day that I would recommend you order something if you want it by Mother's Day, to be honest with you. But please, y'all check it out. We're going to get y'all some stuff. Child, I heard about Bill Gates getting a divorce. I don't care. I don't care. I'm not a Bill Gates fan because of the things that he's done with education. I'm not a Bill Gates fan. So sorry. Not sorry. If you're not, I think I already said that. If you don't mind hitting that like button on your way out, that would be much, much appreciated. And I will catch up with y'all on the other side. Thank y'all for being here. I really appreciate all the love. Thank you again, Tabitha and Sharon Redmond for my super chats. I appreciate it. Thank you for the cash apps. It is all love, and I really appreciate all of y'all. Thank y'all for being here, and I will check y'all later. Peace.